Good morning, everybody. AmpRepairGuy.com, 203-892-4119, also HarbachElectronics.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. So I hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. So it's Friday, back to work. Let me get this amplifier done. Some Harbach stuff to do also. So I'll go over everything I see off the bat, and we'll touch up on everything when it's all done. So I need to check the meter protection diode. I haven't checked that yet. I'm going to replace these two resistors, the proper ones. Someone swapped them out. Also, this resistor's been swapped. I'll fix that. Looks like the trace was damaged, so they laid a bead of solder, I guess you could call it, along the trace. I'll fix that with some copper strap. Has the older 4-section choke. I'm going to replace that. Has a Russian ceramic disc. I'm going to change that. I'll put the parasitic board in. Someone rewound parasitic suppressors with, I think they're 33 ohm resistors. I'll change the SO239s. The ones from Alan Bond at Max Gain Systems. Good people. This got a brand new set of Penta 572s. Only way I'll work on one is if you put 572s in. I'll add the diodes for the biasing, also the bias modification, and add gas discharge tubes, compress the socket clips, and yeah, check this fuse size, make sure it has the right fuses, and that's about it. So I'm gonna get to work, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Stay tuned. Forgot to mention, someone added the solid copper wire here. They use a different material. It's like a tinned material like this right here. So this is not stock. This piece of coax isn't stock. It's okay the way they did it. You know, if it has the other wire, I usually leave it alone. But also has the smaller mica caps for the padding caps, so I'll upgrade those. And I'll put a piece of heat shrink over the rod that goes from the band switch to the input rotary switch that couples them together. Okay, so see you guys soon. Hey, I also forgot to show, someone did something with the fan at some point and they electrical taped the wires together. By the way, this was a Hamfest special. So I'm gonna fix that, take it apart, solder, heat shrink, all that. So see you soon. So this real quick. So this is why you can never assume something was done right, because the wires were just twisted together, electrical tape, and then electrical tape over both. And forgot to point out that there's like a wood type screw here, or no screw over here. So pulls off the chassis a little bit. So I'll put the proper screws in, and check it over, make sure it's going in the right direction, the airflow. So see you guys soon. Okay, real quick. So I put new screws in. On this side is the way I heat shrink it. 2 small pieces of heat shrink. I twisted them together and soldered them, and I'll put a larger one over. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to work. See you in a bit. Okay, so I see where the trace was damaged right there. So I'm going to leave that trace in place. Got a piece of copper. Punched a hole on either side. I'm going to drill a new hole for the tap coil, tank coil tap connection point. This curves over, so I'm gonna have it like drop down like right there so I can keep this straight. So I'm gonna get back to work. So I'm back with the completed Ameritron Al-811. Works as it should now. This was a lot of work. I'll go over everything I did. First off, got a brand new set of Penta tubes. Awesome company. Got the brand new SO239s from Max Gain Systems. See, fixed the issue with the wiring back there for the fan, added the proper screws. I added the wing nut for the ground connection and 2 washers and a lock washer. Got the brand new parasitic board from Tom, brand new plate choke, proper doorknob cap, got the proper Shunt resistors, meter protection diode was shorted. Place that resistor. Okay, so there's the fixed trace, has the proper gap. Added solder in the middle and got it up underneath so it's held down to the old trace in the middle. So the connection goes through the copper, through the board, and it's all soldered together. Same on the other side. Clean the input rotary switch with deoxit gold, the band switch with deoxit gold. Added the diodes to the board in the back. Always put silicone between them for extra strength. So if they vibrate during shipping, it won't break off the trace. Did the bias modification. Has the good resistors and good caps, so no point in changing them at the moment. And I think that's about it. So, oh yeah, added gas discharge tubes at the base of the socket. All three filaments are in parallel. Compress the socket clips, tighten up on a bunch of hardware. The plate tune air variable cap nuts were loose, so I tightened those. So I've heard of people putting 2 tubes in the 4-tube version, and then 30L1 putting 2 tubes in, and then they add resistors at the cathode to simulate the tubes that are missing. I don't think that's a good idea, because now you're not loading down the filament windings as much, and the filament voltage will rise, and the tube life will suffer because of that. So if you need an amplifier repaired, feel free to give me a call. Phone number is 203-892-4119. It's 203-892-4119. Website's amprepairguy.com and also harbach.electronics.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. And today is Friday, so I'm going to take the weekend off. So there's the old choke. Put the wrong resistors in for the shunt resistors. So again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and feel free to leave any comments. I'll do my best to respond. 73. Forgot, it's been a long day. I changed those 2 capacitors, padding caps, band switch. Proper ones are in there now, and I added the heat shrink to the shaft. Okay, that's it. Have a great weekend.